In this video we are going to talk about difference between making white and red wine. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Everybody realizes that wine is produced using matured grape juice, so rationale says that red wine is produced using red grapes and white wine is produced using white grapes. Nonetheless, that is not precisely obvious. Virtually all grapes produce a juice that is practically clear. The shade of a wine comes not from the juice or mash, but rather from the grape skins. The grape skins and seeds are taken out prior to aging while making white wine. While the vast majority of the grapes used to make white wine are white, a few wines, including some champagne, are truly matured from red grapes. This is a style of wine known as blanc de noir. Then again, when red wine is made, the grape skins and seeds stay in the juice as it matures. This is liable for red wine's particular tone and flavor. One more huge distinction among red and white wines is the manner by which the wine is aged. Red wines are matured in customary oak barrels, though white wines are regularly matured in tempered steel tanks. Maturing in oak barrels builds the oxidation cycle, as well as saturates the red wine with tannins. This makes a rich, smooth flavor. Then again, maturing white wine in a tempered steel tank decreases the oxidation cycle, protecting the new, fruity kind of the grapes. Tannins don't assume a part in that frame of mind of white wines, however sharpness does. There are 3 essential acids tracked down in wines: tartaric, malic, and citrus, and those flavors are more articulated in white wines than red. The causticity is answerable for white wine's fresh, tart flavors. It likewise assists with matching white wine with specific light food sources, like fish and fish. Tannins are generally liable for red wine's rich flavors. These tannins are phenol intensifiers tracked down in many plants, for example, tea and grape skins. Tannins give the basic motivation to red wine's complicated flavors. Moreover, tannins assist with saving red wines, permitting reds to mature significantly longer than white wines. Red wines have been generally matched with meat dishes, as well as food varieties with rich, tasty sauces. Lately, red wines have become known for their medical advantages, that is on the grounds that the medical advantages of red wine are all to be tracked down in the seeds and skins and seeds of the grapes. Tannins, resveratrol, and polyphenols are the mysterious well-being fixing tracked down in the seeds and skins of wine grapes, so just red wines, which are aged with the skins and seeds, have elevated degrees of these stimulating mixtures. By and large, red wine additionally has somewhat higher measures of nutrients and minerals, as well as tannins, resveratrol, and polyphenols. Notwithstanding, white wine has less calories. To make it more understood, we should investigate the fundamental phases of winemaking. The start of the wine making. Gather. Everything is clear here. White grapes are typically gathered before red. Grapes are reaped, physically or utilizing unique machines, and conveyed to the winery. Destemming and smashing. Of grape berries. The stems are isolated from the berries with the assistance of unique gear. Say thanks to God, it exists today, which fundamentally sped up and worked on the winemaking system. The berries are marginally squashed. Squeezing. This step is additionally unique for white and red wine. Squeezing isolates the skins and seeds from the juice. With white grapes, squeezing occurs before aging. With red wine, squeezing occurs after the juice has previously become wine. Thus, white juice is squeezed while red wine is squeezed. White wine production. These underlying cycles are no different for both white and red wine creation. However, at that point the distinction comes. To deliver white wine, the berries are promptly squeezed. Along these lines, the juice is separated and strong materials, skin, seeds, are eliminated. Then, the subsequent fluid is cooled with the goal that the released little strong particles settle. They are eliminated and the less sanitized juice is matured. The maturation cycle generally happens in huge compartments made of treated steel, cement, or wood. For maturation, we really want yeasts. They can be normal, which are as of now on the skin of grapes, and can be business, that is to say, created in the research center. Maturation endures a few days. During this time, yeast changes sugar from grapes into liquor, delivering carbon dioxide and intensity. Red wine production. For red wine, the situation are a piece unique. Berries isolated from the stems are put in a huge holder. For the creation of white wine we dispose of the skin quickly, then, at that point, for the development of red we actually need skins. Maturation begins. Furthermore, in lined up there is a course of maceration. Maceration is one of the primary distinctions between the white and red wine creation. Maceration is a cycle during which the skin is in touch with grape squeeze, the berries are to some extent squashed, so we as of now have both strong materials and fluid in the holder, to separate tone, smells, tannins and different parts. The truth of the matter is that most red grapes have a straightforward mash, and the parts liable for variety are in the skin. In this manner, without maceration, we wouldn't have the option to create a genuinely red shaded wine. The term of maceration for red wine differs from a couple of days to half a month, contingent upon the end product that the winemaker needs to get. After maturation and maceration, equal cycles in a single tank, we move all the material to the press. After we separate the fluid material from the strong, we never again need the skin and seeds. From aging to bottling, the resulting steps contrast just in the subtleties for the white and red wine creation. After the maturation, the wine is matured for quite a while. It very well may be enormous holders made of concrete or hardened steel, yet in addition a little volume wooden barrels. Contingent upon the nature of the wine and its true capacity for maturing, and of the monetary capability of the winery, obviously. White wines for the most part are matured less. Be that as it may, everything depends, there is no single rule. After the maturing, the wine is sifted, fined and presto. It is prepared for packaging. Taste. How red wine and white wine taste relies upon a couple of variables: the assortment, the environment, and the winemaker. White wine is typically known to have a dry, fresh, and fruity kinds of citrus, apple, stone natural product, and blossoms. However, every assortment is unique. White wines are normally lighter in body than red wines. Most white wines invest no energy in oak barrels, those that really do will be more full-bodied. Red wine then again will in general have a more extravagant and more full taste. Red wines have tannins, which is the piece of the wine that is really great for you yet in addition gives an astringency to the wine. Red wines have kinds of cherries, berries, spices, and flavors. Most red wines invest some energy in oak barrels which additionally adds vanilla, coconut, and baking zest notes to the wine. Food pairings. It, most importantly, should be obvious, drink what you like. On the off chance that you just like white wine or you just like red wine, don't feel like you really want to drink the other one since it's said to go better with the food you're eating. Weighty dishes go with weighty wines, light dishes go with light wines. White meat, white wine, red meat, red wine. White sauce, white wine, red sauce, red wine. Serving temperatures for red wine versus white wine. Red wine should not be served at room temperature. Except if obviously you live in an underground wine basement. Red wines are quite often served too warm and white wines are quite often served excessively cold. Red wine ought to be served underneath room temperature at around 60 degrees Fahrenheit 15 degrees Celsius degrees and white wines around 44 degrees Fahrenheit 7 degrees Celsius degrees. Or on the other hand, in the event that you're not strolling around with a thermometer, stick your red wines in the refrigerator for 30 minutes prior to serving and 2 hours prior to serving white wine. Whether you lean toward red or white wine involves individual taste, nonetheless, consistently appreciate wine with some restraint. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.